Hey, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney stream. It has been quite a while since we've done this, but we are back. We're going to finish episode 3 tonight, if that's possible. But how is everybody doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Let's continue on with episode 3, Turnabout Big Topo. Let's go see how this is gonna work out. So the court case continues on. We're about to hit the next part in the court. Good morning, Max. Oh yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today, like moi. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Oh yeah, Regina. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. She says glass of milk though, but that's a box. Does this look like a glass of milk to anybody here? Do I remember anything? Yes, I know that right now the manager is dead. People assume that it was Max Galactica. And we've met Acro, and then his brother Bat is in a coma because of Regent the Tiger. No, not Regent. Leon the Tiger. R.I.P. Leon. It's been a while, but while I play along, I'm sure it's gonna come back to me. But right now, we gotta get some milk. Here's my milk right now, everybody. Drink some milk. Regina! Oh, how fabulous! Definitely lion. Wait, did I say tiger or lion? Lion! Wait, I said tiger. It has been a while since I played for sure. I am so sorry, everybody. My fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. Hey, Sponge Boy, welcome to the stream with your kid. I hope you two are doing very well. You came to watch my performance today. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Yeah, so we're at court. This is gonna be quite the show. Let's see. How am I today? I'm doing well today. It's been a long work day. Fire Emblem is coming out this Friday, so I'm looking forward to getting that. Can't wait. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to ya, laddies. Oh wait, hold on. Top of the morning to ya, laddies. It's Jacksepticeye here. All right, that's all you're getting from me. That's all you're getting from me. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. Top of the morning. Thank you, CB. That's just what I need. Top of the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. So Regina brought milk. This clown brought milk. Does anybody want milk now? He's just carrying milk by the arms now. Remember, everybody, drink your milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. Here, Pixel, have some milk. Oh, Alex, you shouldn't have. It's a weird flavor of milk, but I'm gonna take it, though. Oh, you're gonna go? Alright, Sponge Boy. Enjoy the Mario Maker 2. I'll be streaming Animal Crossing on Thursday if you're interested in coming by on Thursday. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's what's with everyone in milk? I guess Max loves milk. He's got guts to spare. If all I got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we'll rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right. We gotta do real law. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Oof. Just gotta fix up my mic here. Alright, let's get court started. Let's make sure this ends tonight. CV, I know what you're referencing. People die when they're killed. Like, really? Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Oh, yes, flying. Judge Santa Claus. Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this provision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Yoshi, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Super Yoshi. I'll call you Super Yoshi and the other nerdy Yoshi. I will try to remember that, but I'm doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Welcome to court. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the tightrope. Oh, he's in his wheelchair and everything. There's no birds in the courtroom, you know. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Alright, we gotta show evidence to the bird. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. How are birds even in here? Alex, I don't know. You must be wondering why can't someone bring a whip in here? Why can't someone bring birds in here? Why does someone have spiky hair in here? Why is there a psychic in here? You can question anything in this game, but yeah. Around that time, I heard a large dump noise from outside the window. You're compatible with the girl you said from last stream? Well, that's good to hear. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. She doesn't like you saying her name? The thing is, people tell me the same thing. They say, Pixel, stop saying my name. You say it wrong. 100% of the time. I think I do it on purpose. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. So did he really see him? He said from behind, so he didn't really see Max Galactica. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. You like Ace Attorney? Then you've come to the right place, buddy. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Thank you, Your Honor. Let's cross-examine the bird. Which one? The green or the white bird? I think this one. This one's blushing a lot. I love this bird a lot. This bird is my friend. Not any of your friends. That bird is specifically my friend right there. Nobody else take that bird. You can have the green bird, but I'll take the blushing bird. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? He's not responding. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Gold crown is yours? There's no gold crown. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Oh! The witness will proceed with his testimony. She just whipped the judge. Why don't she say? Why don't the judge say, hey, you go to jail now? That blue one is yours? Alex, you want the blue one that just flew to his hand? Okay, you can have that one though. Leia can have the crown. Somebody can have the green bird. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. Alright, Super Yoshi's got it. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Yoshi bird. Yep, that's definitely a Yoshi bird. There was a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? I don't think I do, though. Or maybe I do. He said he heard a large thump. But the thing is... I'm gonna try the box. That's just a box. Okay, that did not work out. All the way, I was just bluffing, my mistake. I gotta reread that testimony. Around that time, he heard a large thump noise outside the window. I don't think that's anything good right now. And a few moments later, he saw someone flying right by his window. Let's go see. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Dang, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Agro's statement jives with the facts. Wait, hold on. I mean, we did see the statue, right? It could have been this. I mean, that's also Max Galactica, right? I'm gonna try it out, though. There is a huge contradiction. If there's a contradiction, prove it with evidence. I mean, it could be a human. It could be a bust that looks like Max. I'm gonna give it a shot. And that doesn't work. What? That doesn't work? I just gotta show the bust and they'll be like, wait, that could be a possibility right there. But I guess I gotta find out how it's up there in the first place. You only saw it from behind, but that's who it looked like. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were able to still clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. Hey, Pixel Dog, welcome to the stream. Fun karma is harsh. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? Oh, he's angry. I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as a cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? I'm gonna try here. There was a huge contradiction, but where exactly? He didn't see the white roses. Okay, that's not it there. He couldn't see the white roses, but he saw the silk hat. He saw a hat. He just saw the hat and the cape though. He just saw the cape and the cape and the hat. That's all he saw. So let's see. Maybe this time I can try showing the bust. Why won't that work? It looks like Max, but I guess that's not the right part then. Good thing I'm not losing life, otherwise I'd be losing right now. Let's see. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Phoenix, please, I can see the chat right now. If you're gonna spoil things, stop or I will put you on timeout. That's all I've gotta say. Stop it. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Agro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. Let's see, he was resting in bed. He heard a large thump noise outside the window, and then a few moments later he saw someone flying right by his window. He saw someone flying right by his window and he was sure it was Max Galactica. But how else can I... He heard a thump. And it's like... The cape. The hat. I can present this as well, though. I'm gonna try the photo, though. Maybe I can try it here. I'm gonna give it a shot, though. I don't know if I have to present something or present it here. I don't want to lose enough life, but I feel like... Let's see, there is something fishy. If he hasn't seen Max Galactica, maybe if I present the real one and the bus together, it might work out. How about this? See if he's got if I have one hint. You know what? I'll take a hint here, Savvy. I'll take a hint. Do you know if I have to present something or press and then find a contradiction? Because I feel like if I try to present something, I don't want to lose too much life. But also I could save just in case. Try the fourth one. Let's see. So about here. You only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. He saw from behind, but that's who it looked like. But is he sure, though? Okay, that did not work out, though. I was hoping that would work. It's either that or the bust itself. He only saw him from behind, but who else? Oh, I need to press on. Okay, I did press on it though, but that didn't work. This game gets really tough, doesn't it? So yeah, I did all this, and then it tells me if I found a contradiction or not. That's the other stuff. He saw the hat and the cloak, but he didn't see the white roses. But if I choose nothing wrong, we'll just go back to where we were. Let's see. Everybody was like, silk hat, white roses, big old cloak. But what else could he be missing? White gloves? I don't think he saw the white gloves though. Let's see. I tried the bust. I tried the picture of the bust and him together. Maybe I can show the promo poster. Maybe that could be it? Alright, there might be a contradiction here. Let me see. I'm gonna try showing the poster. And that did not work either. I pressed on it, but it's not working. CB, do you know what it is? I think I need help here. I think I need help though. You think this is tough, it's only gonna get harder. I'm having difficulties with an acrobat with 2 birds on him. That's the difficulty right there. Yeah, CB, just tell me, what should I present? I feel like if I had to present something, I'm stuck. I can present everything, but I don't know what to present though. Wait, really? He saw that. Oh my goodness, I should have thought about that. The hat fell off. We found the hat at the crime scene. How could he see the hat flying? I wasn't thinking about it. I am an absolute doofus. It's like, wait, it says we found it at the crime scene. How did he see it if it fell off? Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? Nope. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Max Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. It shows the wheelchair too. That's crazy. Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He has a grudge against Max, or he's the real culprit. Or he was dreaming. He was dreaming this whole time. It never happened. Let's see. He could have a grudge against Max. But this whole time, we've been moving towards that he is the real culprit. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. Oh wait, I should have chosen that he was dreaming? Okay, we're going back. We gotta find out when he's dreaming. I want to go back to the dreaming part then. If we gotta see the dreaming part, I should have chose dreaming. I should have waited for the comments to pop up. Well, good thing we didn't get far though. Let's get back to the dreaming part. I want to see that. Good thing I know what to present this time. No, anything but sleep paralysis. That is the worst thing. Why would you assume sleep paralysis? That is, oh my goodness, I've had that a couple times. It's horrible. You're just frozen in bed the whole time. He's been fibbing on the stand. But hopefully when we get to our choices, we can choose that he was dreaming. Let's choose it. It's obvious that what Acro saw, he didn't actually see at all, because it was a dream. So you plan on writing off all the inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? Maybe you should just pinch your cheeks and see if you are actually awake. Ah! I think your whip proved this isn't a dream just fine. Mr. Wright, how about you provide an answer that actually explains things? Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I'm really awake. Alright, let's get back to the real story. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Sorry, I'm getting the flub out because of that dream sequence. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. I see him. He's playing with birds. He's calm enough for it to be... He's almost calm enough for it to be almost scary. Wait, is the bird is pecking my head, everybody. Is this what it deserved, though? It doesn't seem to bother him, though. He's got a rock hard head right there. Look at that bird go. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up on myself, let alone leave the lodging house. I gotta make sure the mic is, like, comfortably up here. That your bird, Alex Bird, hurting me? That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. Uh-oh. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Oh man, it's making me look like the bad guy. She's right, way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. You heartless monster. Phoenix is a poopy... Newsflash! Hold on. Newsflash! Phoenix is a poopy head! See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Agro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. Alex, are you really calling me a poopy head? I can hear the defense now. Agro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Agro have an accomplice? Wait, he could. His little monkey friend. It's impossible for Agro to be the murderer in this case. You're back from taking a shower to hear that Phoenix, you're a poopy head? You came back at the right time. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Nani? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but we'll be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice? It could be Money the Monkey. You don't say. Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Nani? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you accused was indeed an accomplice? I mean... Oh, I have any proof that he's indeed an accomplice? It could be something sparkly, though. It could be something shiny that he took or not. But could it be a monkey, though? No way, maybe I chose the wrong one, though. Do I have any proof that this person was indeed an accomplice? I think I probably chose the wrong accomplice. Wait, the accomplice. He probably had an accomplice. Well, could it be the monkey though? The monkey bronze statue. Is there any proof that someone could be an accomplice? I mean, the monkey stole the statue. That's where we found the statue at. I'm gonna give this a shot. And I don't think that worked. If the bar doesn't go away, we chose the wrong one. I'm gonna go if he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. Nani? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Agro planned and committed this murder all by himself. I mean, it's either the monkey or that's it though. Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove it all how this all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do this. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, let me move my mic up just a bit. I gotta make sure I look up at the screen and the mic is at my mouth right there. Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Thingling? I mean, usually he should be at his place. In his room, right? He was obviously here the entire time. That's his room? Pretty simple, eh? Agro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Agro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? I am a dingling, am I? Huh. It's an interesting theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching my videos. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Impossible? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene of the crime, or be the killer, unless he were to, you know, pick up his wheelchair and throw it out the window. I think that would be a way more hilarious thing if we just saw a wheelchair instead of a box. It's like, we see the ringmaster, death by wheelchair. Who could that be? You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Yes. Most said that he saw Max, didn't he? And then he floated away with Photoshop. Look at that special effect. But my, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one up some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Can we present evidence for that? Let's see. He could commit the crime in many ways. He made him fly. The hat fell off while he was doing it. And he made him fly all from his room. So... I'm still going that... The bust was in his room. He could have used the bust, busted him, used the bust to fly, and bring it back into his room. Because only... It could be that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of the murder? I'm gonna try the bust. What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Yes, Phoenix, it is 6 hours ahead from where I am. Go to sleep. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, like the Thinker, except that the bust is heavier than the Thinker. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See? He angry now. With the force of gravity and Maximilian's Galactica ample bust. Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. No, Phoenix, I did not. I didn't time out anybody. You should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. All I did was give you a warning because all you do is post spoilers. Well, not all you do, but sometimes you do. Then you say, Pixel, don't read it, when the chat is like right there in front of my face. I can literally see every single letter of the alphabet in this chat. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run away from things Ah! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to solve for time. Then why 3 minutes ago was your message not sent? Twitch is being buggy. I didn't do anything. My hands are right here with invisible Joy-Cons. There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Because then we wouldn't have a game. Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems, however. Let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. She just sinks low into a shallow pond. I suppose I could have lifted wow. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working out as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. Deltante? Hello, Raccoon. What's going on with you? I hope you're having a wonderful day-night wherever you are. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him. Don't you think? Okay, now he's playing with his physical thing, okay. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It wasn't possible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could have not known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with the cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let it get to me. I've gotta focus. We've just gotta focus. We can get him guilty. He did it. He dropped the bust on his head. He supposed he could have lifted something? You're going to sleep? Yeah, go to sleep. It's 2:30 where you are. You gotta sleep, dude. But yeah, thanks for coming, Phoenix. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I have never actually lifted it up with my own 2 hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bus before? So a monkey can, but this guy can't. How buff is that monkey? We're gonna see Buffy over here. Monkey on the stand, huge buff arms like the Hulk and everything. And all you hear is, okay, okay. It's Donkey Kong. Money grew up to be Donkey Kong. Or Chunky Kong. Please continue with your testimony, Miss Dingling. I have a strong upper body from working out as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. Both Donkey Kong, Buffy Kong. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. And she whips the table. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? That is a lot of numbers. If I'm thirsty, have a drink? Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. It worked. Thank you. Maybe one of the tiny monkeys from the watch? Oh, from Rhythm Heaven. I love that. I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. Huh, really? Could that be true? And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bus out the window? No, because it would probably miss, I guess. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. You're here just not chatting much? Super Yoshi, it is all good. Not everybody has to chat. If you just want to watch, I appreciate that though. How long do you think your recovery will take? Oh my goodness! I never expect these kinds of things to show up, so that thing freaking spooks the heck out of me. Thank you, Pixel Dog, for the 50 bits. I really appreciate it. It comes out my speakers, so it's like, oh yeah, Phoenix, right? Nothing much is gonna happen. That. You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, he would not be able to see out below the window. But yeah, Alex. I remember Alex last stream was saying, Pixel, I'm glad you're going back to story-based games. I will try to. There's a lot of games I want to play now. But on YouTube, hopefully I will start Fire Emblem soon. I can't wait for that game to come out. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there was no way that I would know the location of the Ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think if it's sort of like this. If he knew the location of the Ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. Wait, that Acro knew the location of the Ringmaster's head without looking down. He does know. He's sending messages to that bird. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. I think I have an idea. What if I tables the turn? How do I table a turn? I don't know how to do that though. Because the thing is, that box has to be pretty heavy though. And the victim was hunched over it. And nobody saw the Ringmaster carrying a box. Yeah, because when Ben was talking about it, he didn't mention the box. So the box was there the whole time. So here we go. Let's table the turn. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. It's a box. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. You see, there we go. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. Look, his body. Look, my body. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean his body was not If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! There we go, now we're tabling the turns. Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of those loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now we just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go on from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ah! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The contents of the box. Do you recall what was inside the wooden box? There was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it. Well... What's the matter? Cat your tongue? I don't see any relationship between the location of his head and the box's content. I think I might have outthought myself. No, Nick, you didn't think enough. Okay, I didn't think enough. Okay, I was going ahead of myself. The weight. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down to lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you have to squat down. You gotta do the Soviet squat, which means that no matter who you are, your head will be in approximately the same place. Fool! There we go. Why is he still calm? Tell your birds you want to escape from jail. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. It was in your room. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria, but it was in your room next. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? Does he not know that I found it out way before? You see, Mr. Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Oh man, I'm starting to get hungry. I think I need an airheads break. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Of course, it's gotta be money! It's gotta be that cha-ching cha-ching right there! Me and my airheads? You mean like... I only have one left. I only have one airhead left. Can I get an F in the chat for my last airhead that I'm about to eat soon? My final airhead. A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So? Pixel Dog needs chips, you go get those chips, but you're making me hungrier just by saying that. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? That's right, Acro's room! Everyone's favorite place to live in. But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Pixel doesn't eat the airhead, he just eats the wrapper. I don't know what you mean on... My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? He can lift up some stuff, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. Dalton return. How you doing, Dalton? If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Ah, so the monkey is strong. The monkey is buff. Order, I said order! Miss Von Karma, where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Oh, wait. Then you mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? You're okay, how am I? I'm doing alright. You seem to like the raccoon font. Are you a raccoon by any chance? Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. He's angry now. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Nincompoop! You got potato chips? Does anyone want some? Can I get one right now, please? 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 I got nothing. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular. I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. And the sloth waves up a new follower sign, chip flavored. I mean, Pixel Dog, can I trade you a sloth for potato chips? I'll give you this sloth right here if you give me one single chip. Mail it to my P.O. box immediately and I will send you this sloth as a return gift. Send a sloth a chip a day and you get a sloth in return. Don't be so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? Dalton says, maybe. So Dalton, what brings you here? What brings the raccoon here? You should know. Whoa! You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime! Ah! There was no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true, how do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. The chip will be stale by then? Yeah, if I eat that chip, I'll need to go to the dentist. I won't, this is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. After you save... Yes, Miss Von Karma, thank you for checking with me on that. Who was the murderer the clown saw? It could be the bust. The bust. It was the bust. He saw Max's butt. His butt? I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. I was about to say but. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting started. How was that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. Yeah, a cloak you can put on a bust. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hand. Idiots! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a moment now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Simple. It had to be Mr. Dingling right there. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear the cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well... Oh, I made a big dough right there. Wait. Hold on a second. Who put the cloak on right there? It couldn't be Money the Monkey, though. Let's see, Max took it off, so... we need to know everything about this dang bust. Exactly, Dalton, we do. Okay. Wait. Wait a minute. Yes, I would like a hint though, because if I get it wrong, I'm gonna lose again. I'm shuffling between Russell Berry and Max Galactica. Because when Max was meeting Russell Berry, he took off the cloak, but then Russell Berry wore it. But then when the bus hits him... Wait, is it Russell Berry? Is it Russell Berry who put it on? Who put it on? When the bus hits him, it could have went through and then fly up with the cloak. Is it Russell Berry who put it on? If I can get a confirmation on that, I will select them. In the meantime, I need to eat this last airhead of my possession because I am starving right now. I thought I was full. Oh, Mom, what a strail! Oh man, that was refreshing right there. Yeah, Max took off the jacket. Russell did it. Fool him? Oh, Pixel Dog, thanks for dancing with me. Yeah, I've been doing it recently where it's like if I eat an airhead, I just dance while eating it. So it's like instead of people seeing me chew, I hide the chewing by dancing. You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean the victim himself. Place the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I mean, I will once I say first. I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. I was only 10 years old. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ventrilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. What a way to go, though. Now this is when the magic happened. Oh, are we gonna see at the very instant that the bus hit the victim? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, the cloak magically just floats onto it. That's hilarious. It's like with magic. Oh goodness! Why did they have to vibrate on my desk? The vibrations are crazy with this. It freaking spooked the heck out of me. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna get a heart attack on stream one day. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't just true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. Because vibrations make everything better. I leave him on my desk for 1 second, immediately goes brrr. This circus isn't over yet. What? As the cloak flies on, like magic, the impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls the Clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And like magic, the bust goes in the air. Phoenix, I'm about to end this woman's whole career. I love that. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Magic! So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Bird, tell a secret to Phoenix that he's an idiot. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now? You've graced us with a rather long, winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence, please? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright, after you say for a second. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Let's see. It could be something really... Wait a minute. It could be the note. It is not the note. I'm an idiot for doing so. The whole court is speechless. Good thing I saved. Alright, what backs my claim right there? That it was the boss this whole time. Could it be the pepper? No, it's not the pepper though. Wait. Huh. That I unraveled the trick. Something that helps me unravel the trick though. Could it be the crime photo or something else actually? Oh wait, the autopsy report. Is it not the autopsy report? How's it not the autopsy report? It says blunt force trauma. That could have been from the bust. Crime photo? Wait, seriously? Not the crime photo. You want hard proof? The hat? I'll try the hat out. Wait, it was the hat? The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat. Oh. That's the contradiction because he kept talking about the silk hat, but the hat we saw there was metal. Oh, I'm a doofus. Sometimes I do need your help and I do appreciate the help, Pixels, thank you. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses? Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in most testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust. There we go, more bust talk. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. Alright, let me give this another shot because my life is so low. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They magically fly on to the bust. They disappear. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. She screams, which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Now we're making sense. Order! There we go. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Vaughn and Carmen will finally throw in the towel. And she's not. And he's not either. What the heck? Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Yep, we know the motive too. For his bro. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this will kill the ringmaster. So you say? Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingley's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. We're about to hit the final part of this episode. We're gonna make it and we're gonna finish it right. I hope everybody that's watching right now is having a good time. I hope so. Let's unravel this whole trickery. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely isn't to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know. But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, but Gumshoe! Ah, forget it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. Oh yeah, we still got the milk though. How about a card trick, detective? Cards and milk? Does anybody want cards and milk? Cards and milk for everybody! Wow, we play on the monkey bars! The only two places the word recess is used, school and court. Funnily enough, no one wants to be in either of these places. Because the floor is so hot, the monkey bars are silly, and random kids bully you. Huh, this was yesterday in Acro's room. Yup, and I've included the forensics result. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in the court up until now has gone according to our plans. I don't know. Miss Von Karma doesn't seem to be in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk. For me? Does anybody want a room full of milk? Like, you want to know how much milk there is that they sent them? I'll show you how much. Give me 1 second. A room's full of milk! My whole room filled with milk, imagine that! That's how much milk there is! All those cows! Oops, not the Zoom page. There we go. I gotta perfect my transition skills, basically. But yes, Max is addicted. Alright, enough about milk. Let's talk about milk. Enough about milk. Let's talk about milk. You want a room full of chocolate milk? My man. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I broke the facade? What facade? Oh, let's see. Camera enough time. Welcome to the stream. I am having a good night. I hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here, yeah. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. She's gulping because of the milk. She drank a lot of milk. We all had like 5 bottles of milk because we can't let it spoil though. If we spoil the milk, that's bad. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. It sounds pretty nice until you realize the truth that, yeah, we're trying to pin this guy. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Agro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? What's so sad about spilled milk? Because it looks like white tears. A full moon is 9 times brighter than a half moon. Yeah, I opened the Snapple up earlier. Just wanted to read the real fact to everybody. About to open up another one soon. Maybe there's another fact for us in there. Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Agro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Alright, here we go. Let's go find that motive right now. And why he's wearing 3 pieces of tape on each cheek. I love wearing tape on my cheek. It's fun. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ugh! No crying in court, let's keep going. The witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up in one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were only very few customers coming in. So no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy. Which is what makes this so difficult. So then, how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be some sort of use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. The judge just keeps looking at Acro like a proud father. Flying what? A flying what? A flying dinglingberry. Ew. That sounds nasty. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ugh! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? Wait, people lie in this game? Apparently people lie in this game. I never knew. So from what I've learned in the stream, people die when they're killed, and people lie. now we know everything. You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ah! Ah! My goodness, I can feel the pain. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I can see the witness ever taking the victim's life. She just whipped the audience. You all got whipped. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man will kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Agro will want the ringmaster dead? You can just imagine my face on the judge. Don't judge you. I judge everybody. Dalton loves this drama. There's so much drama. Now that I've come this far, there is no way I can answer no. I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Agro's motive for killing the ringmaster. By the way, Dalton, have you ever played Phoenix Wright before? Just wondering. Let's see, some evidence that proves Agro's motive. The note. Let me just go over this one more time. No, that's not it. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh, you've seen it played multiple times. Leon. Not Leon, really? Wait, his brother. It could be his brother, or either it's... let's see. Bat. Why isn't... So, does nothing work, basically? Let me see. So, yeah, Dalton, if you've seen this played multiple times, I'm glad you came here to check more out. Let's see. There has to be a reason why. I thought it would relate. Wait, could it be the pepper, though? Oh, wait, the scarf! Wait, not the scarf? It's his brother's scarf! Oh, no! Maybe a hint would be... I'm gonna try the pepper, that's all. Oh, to be fair, you came because of the streamer. Oh, Dalton, I really appreciate that. Oh, let's see. Does he really have one? Oh, wait. Does he really have one? Is that the hint, though? Should I say no? I can't provide one. I think that's the hint right there. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Oh, thank you, CB. Thank you for that. But yeah, Dalton, I really appreciate that. I can get sappy right now, but if you want sappiness, come to the Animal Crossing stream on Thursday where I appreciate everybody. The reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ah! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. You're off on Thursday, so heckin' yes. Heckin' yes. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. So yeah, Dalton, you just found me through Phoenix Wright streams, and you just saw a sloth and thought, ew, I'll watch him. The end of things. Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Was he trying to kill Max Galactica this whole time? Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face! So it's basically like this. All you hear is... And then... just people getting hurt. It's like... And then... people were getting hurt in the audience. Twice if you need to. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do with this to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else? Mr. Max Galactica! This is my evidence! What are you doing? That's 14 more where that came from. Hold it right there. Oh, let's see. LGBTQ, actually. You showed up because the personality just radiating off the thumbnail and myself. Oh, come on. You're trying to make me blush, aren't ya? I just got whipped right now. I'm so scared of what will happen. I can't even... Yeah, I lost after that. Ouch. It was not Max. I thought it was Max, though. Oh, wait a minute! He wasn't trying to kill Max? Good thing we saved, though. But yeah, Delton, I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. And that you found my thumbnail you just found me fantastic, just radiating. You know, I just want to have positive streams where everybody just enjoys themselves. Because I do get a lot of comments about my voice, and I don't know what to say. Am I going to be sappy right here, right now, though? Okay, I remember it now. He was trying to kill Regina. Regina Berry? This young girl's the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
Yeah, because if it was Regina Berry that... Yup. You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You find my voice to be awesome? Delton, you gotta stop. All these compliments are gonna make me leave the stream, and you're gonna have a chair stream for the next 10 minutes while I scream in the background for about a bit. But I do appreciate it, though. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? But yeah, if you want to hear more of my voice besides my streams, I do have a YouTube channel. I am selling out my YouTube channel right now. But yeah, I got more videos that features my voice and stuff. Oh, there we go. Thank you for that. For the little emote. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. It could be the sign. It could be Bat. It could be Leon. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. I'm gonna go with the note. Acro, you remember this, don't you? Von Karma is a poopy head. It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for none other than Regina Berry. There we go. Now we're getting to the bottom of this. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours is the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Do not watch my video. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father... I mean the ringmaster saw the note? Hey Pixel, when's the next episode of Tomodachi Life? That's correct! The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Literally. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. The wonderful Regina Berry. Oh, hold up right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. Nowhere has full been used this much in 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Full. There we go. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? Pixel Dog is gone. Bye-bye. Have a good night. It does indeed, Your Honor. World record! Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. The evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... it could be the lion, the pepper, the scarf. What, this is it? And that didn't work either. It was not Leon. Dang it, if it was not Leon. The thing is that I have so much low health that any mistake I do is immediately just thrown out the window. It's the second time I got kicked out the game. Let's see, do I really know all about it? What happens if I choose I have no idea? Well...
Objection!
This is simple, Your Honor. If Mr. Phoenix Wright can't provide the facts for this so-called incident on the note, then there's no way to know whether this note is relevant or not. Moreover, one cannot prove any sort of motive for wanting to murder Regina Berry. Huh? It's that simple. Of course it's that simple. Nick, I thought you were going somewhere with this. This is getting ugly. All I can do to get out this mess is I have to prove what happened. Moron! I have no idea. Guilty. Well, I don't know. If I don't know, maybe I should get a redo, right? Alright, let's see. The incident that happened 6 months ago. It couldn't be Leon, though. This... conclude... maybe a person? His brother. Wait, no? No? Hey Shanime, welcome to the stream. Excited that I posted a Tomodachi Life video. Imagine if school was like that. I don't know. Get out of the classroom now. The incident 6 months ago. Could it be just Acro himself? The thingy CBC is the person, and now a thingy. It could be either one though. Rodrigo, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I hope you've been doing well. Could it be one of these things that I'm trying to find? Shani with the hosting, thank you. Maybe try the Scarfo? Wait, is it the scarf? No, not the scarf. It's too early for the scarf. We haven't shown anything that relates to the scarf though. But yes, Rodrigo, welcome, welcome. Let's see. So the evidence about 6 months ago, it can't be the box. Could it be the pepper though? I'm gonna try the pepper. Yeah, I made him sneeze. Wait, it was the pepper? What kind of spicy joke is this? Spicy. It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you've asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take out the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Yes! Finally, we got to the point. It was the pepper that killed the people. One little bottle of pepper destroyed everything. And now that I celebrated with another bottle of Snapple, real fact, bubble wrap was originally invented as a wallpaper in 1957. That would be so fun until you pop all the bubble wrap and that's it, the wall is just boring again. That's a very interesting fact. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who is never tired of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who was the intended victim? Intended victim, though. For this pepper. Could it be Leon, though? Who was her intended victim? Her intended victim. The brother. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. True indeed. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now, what do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. Or was it just an accident? I think it was more than that, because why would a scarf have pepper in it? The line-biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. That's just a scarf. Do you not see the blood on the scarf? This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina, there is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Does any believe my game theory about pepper? Hey, what's with the silent treatment? CB, you got a sneap now? Alright, CB. Thanks for coming by. Have a good sneap. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Too much pepper? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion, for a moment the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to fight Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He was being kawaii. Oh, goodness, Red. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. Nani? You fool! That's right, I'm the fool. Ah. You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? Yes, I do. I believe anything. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to his accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Super Yoshi's back? Acro, you can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. 'Cause you can't swallow pepper. You can try, but it'll dry out your throat. Not to mention the fact that there's even a bigger There's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. Fade to black. The bust. The beautiful bust. Nick, you've got to do something. This is just the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Let's search the room. The defense requests to search the room of the witness Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of Von Karma total justice. You mean... I whipped the room! Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Aqua directly to the prosecutor's office after that. I bow. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where's it now? Where is the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. You know. I hide it in my hair. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Huh. It seems that this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end of the cross-examination. Is that really it, though? Wait. Maya! Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prevent its lace. I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh, Nani? We need time to do what? Why are you the most surprised here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. Let's try it out, everybody. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? Okay, so he can't leave the room, so it's not there. And there would have to be an accomplice to carry that thing. It wouldn't be money because money would just bring it back to the room. Could it be somewhere in this courtroom? It might be crazy enough to work. Wait, the bar went away. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The judge couldn't have it. If Vaughn Karma had it, she would be in jail. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your... Is he hiding the thing under the blanket? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. The judge has it. Imagine I say the judge, and he's like, yes, I have it. Phoenix Wright, you are guilty forever. Boom. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. I can't believe it. The birds took it. That's exactly it. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Vaughn Karma happened to search her room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in her room, it would have been all over. But wait, I got one question though. One question. The bust is heavy, right? If he hit it and somebody was rolling him away, wouldn't someone just say, hey, you're extremely heavy? Like, wouldn't somebody think that? But nah. Which is why you have to hide it in the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. She whipped the dark screen. You fool! How could you? She angry now. She angry. You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under my wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. It was under, not on top, so the weight wouldn't be figured out. Makes a lot of sense, yeah. And now, there's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Miss Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Then we would have more evidence. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. You're back? How's the courtroom craziness? We found it all out. Here's what happened. The bust, which killed the ringmaster, was in his wheelchair. He just covered up with a nice little blanket and got rolled away to safety. So, that's what happened. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she will laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No. Gah! Advertisement, my one weakness! Yeah, sorry, Dalton. But, if you have Twitch Prime, or if you sub to me, you get no ads. Sellout moment, I know, but that's the only way I know of taking away ads, sorry. But basically, there was a bust under his blanket on his wheelchair. He used that, he hid that, so nobody knew where it was this whole case. Aww. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I killed myself. Then I prompted giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. When you get some free money, it's going right to my sub button. You don't really have to do that, you know. It's your money. Spend it the way you want. Spend it on yourself before you spend it on dear old me. I just... You don't have money or a monkey for that matter? Sorry, Alex, but if you had a monkey named Money, I would take that too. Oh, Alex, with the monkey sub, thank you. The monkey will be shipped to me tomorrow. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Nah, I'ma spend it. I mean, Delton, you can do it any way you want. Sub, donations, all up to you. But if you're gonna do that, just know that I really appreciate it. This has been such a strange case. But yeah, free money is tough though. All the money I get from my job is bills, paycheck, But just know that all the revenue that I get from these streams support the stream even more. It was thanks to all the support that I got the lights, green screen happening. I would love to improve even more. Maybe with like custom things for the stream. Maybe like alert animations. Who knows? Like there's many ways to make the stream even more slothified. Who knows? I'm an idiot. Screenshot that. I can't believe it. And this case is a thing you predicted from the beginning. I did predict it from the beginning, but it's like... But I didn't predict the thing under the wheelchair. I did not predict that at all. You beat me. Again. Yeah, I did. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I like to declare my verdict. Not guilty, boy! There we go! We did it! Max Galactica is free once more! Wow, that took long, but we did it though. He's free. This day lasted 6 hours. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max a million of them. Thank you. But the next episode is a trip? I keep hearing that the last episode of this, episode 4, is gonna be insane. And you know what? I will do it next week. More Phoenix Wright will be coming next week for sure. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. It's all my fault. Sorry, I think I've done too many voices that my voice is starting to give out. Oh, poor Regina. Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina? Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro says something right at the end. I just want to make sure in case she asks for something, I want the right thing. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? My voice still fabulous though. I really do appreciate that, thank you. It takes years of microphone stuff to actually get my voice this way. My voice developed so much. Let's see. No, I don't think so anymore. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Sure, wrong thing also. Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. My badge. So what about this? Now do you understand there's no need to worry? You're lying to me. Delton's a flirt? No one ever tells me the truth. No one ever tells me what's going on. Oh! Made a mistake. Yeah, let's get back to that, though. Good thing I saved. But let's see. Did he still want to kill her or no? Because if I did, I would have to show evidence, though. Is he gonna try? I would think. I'm gonna try, of course he is. I think that's his plan, but what can he do about it? You did do some awfully bad stuff to him, Regina. And she cries, and you're right, he won't ever forgive me, will he? I did the final blow. Oh wait, was I supposed to show evidence though? I think I was supposed to show evidence. Maybe I should show evidence, I guess? Oh wait, it was an accident though, so maybe I can try not. I'm gonna try. I don't think so, but about not wanting revenge. The scarf. Yeah, that's not working. Do I have evidence that shows that he won't kill her anymore? I'm starting to get hungry though. I need food. Like food badly. Like when the stream is over, I'm gonna go downstairs and eat. But let's see, what shows that he won't kill her anymore? Could it be the lion? No, that doesn't do it anymore. I make little girls cry every day. It's just in my thing, showing that I make little girls cry every time. I can't even show the right evidence to make her not cry. If I can get some hint on what to show, that'd be great too. But let's see. The pepper? You're a sloth. You eat leaves, right? I mean, when I mean downstairs outside into a tree. It could be the pepper. And she cries. Is there anything that makes her not cry though? Sloths eat leaves. Let's see. What evidence can I show for that though? Can't be the silk cat, not the poster, not the glass, not the monkey. Could it be the monkey? Hang on? Monkeys hang on to things. No, that wasn't it either. Maybe I should raise the music, or just lower the sound of— no, keep it the same way. I know there's like some right evidence to show, but hold on, let me get a sip of Snapple because I'm getting hungry. That sort of helps a bit, but not a lot though. By the way, Delton, just know that I am a Snapple fiend. Super Yoshi says you may fall asleep. If it's my voice that's making you fall asleep, don't worry, it's not the first time that happened. If you fall asleep, that's fine. You don't have to say anything. People don't really have to say when they go. I know that when people come and go, that they enjoyed whatever they got though. I just appreciate that people come in, watch and chat or whatever. I mean, I can open up the Sapworks right now, but let's save that for Animal Crossing when I just become my most chill right there. In the meantime, I just want to see something real quick though. Wait, why isn't my window? Where's my window? Ah, never mind then. But yeah. People don't really have to chat. This doesn't have to be the most active chat, but I do appreciate everybody who does chat or post raccoon photos. Hold on, maybe this could help a bit. I also have a bag of sweet tarts that I like. Basically, my top 3 most addicting candies, though. Top 3 in any order: Airheads, Sweet Tarts, and Kit Kats. I love the Kit Kats. If you were to go further, Reese's. Yeah. It's a lot of candies I would eat, but I have to stop myself because I don't want to go to the dentist sooner than I thought. I gotta keep up the smile, right? Gotta keep up a wonderful smile. But Agro didn't want to get caught for a reason. Not Jolly Ranchers. The thing is, I used to love Jolly Ranchers. They're not like my top favorite candy, but sometimes I get the unlucky pieces that cut my tongue open. They get sharp. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But Bat, that's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Agro's been caught, I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes, until he opens his eyes, and then he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. They even have I've never eaten a sour one, though. That's the thing. I've never eaten a sour Jolly Rancher. Hold on, let me get some sweethearts. Alright, this can last for a second more. Chocolate and Sour Patch Kids, your favorite? Good choices, good choices. I would love to know everybody's favorite candies. They have like sour powder or juice inside the Jolly Rancher? Delicious. But yeah, I think back then, like years ago, my favorite was the Blow Pops, or like the Blow Pop lollipops. I really like those with the gum inside. Or the... what were those chocolate candies that go inside the lollipop? Tootsie Roll Pops. That's what they are, Tootsie Roll Pops. I love those. So whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's gonna happen to the circus now? Ah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. Peanut butter M&Ms. I'm more of a milk chocolate person. Maybe pretzel. I love pretzel M&Ms. They good. Although I heard there were caramel M&Ms, but I never tried those though. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yeah, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Alex, you said Skittles. Yep, that's another one of my favorites. Skittles. I am addicted to Skittles. If I had a big bag right here, you just see me go the whole time, but I can't really do that, otherwise you won't hear me. It'd just be an ASMR stream of me eating Skittles, but nobody wants that though. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help him out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick? It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. And he loves forever. Because whoopee cushions make it sound like you're farting. Funny. What's going on now? I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory. Wait, could this be Edgeworth? Cause it wasn't Franziska. Wait, it's Edgeworth! You mean Mr. Wright? Of course! Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. He's back! He's back! My boy is back! The ADGEWORTH. Mr. Edgy is back! And now the next episode, Farewell My Turnabout, which will continue next time, everybody. Thank you all for coming to tonight's stream, to everybody who came by, chat, everything. I really appreciate it. I will be streaming on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by for Animal Crossing New Leaf. And then I will play more. We will start episode 4 next week, probably next Tuesday as usual. Next time I gotta remember, eat before I stream. Definitely will do that. But yes, thank you everybody for coming. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever the heck you are. See you then!